Put your hands up your
Morning.
side.
Mike, I see you.
Dan, great to see you. What's new?
Judge, this is a plea. It was a felony case. We refiled it as a misdemeanor.
Okay.
And there is a victim impact statement. The victim is not present. So I was wondering what the court wanted to do.
I
In terms
don't
of
want to do it. If they want to make a victim impact statement, then I want them here and we'll do it all together at the same time. Because I want that person heard as well. It's only fair. So,
They were unable to make it today. They had notice about today's court date.
fine. We'll set it for whatever day you want. Do you want to reach out to them to see what day's good for them and then we can do it? I mean, take your time. There's no rush.
Judge,
Really.
if I may, this case is 3 years old. We've had 7 trial settings. We finally resolved it to today, and then she can't come on the day of trial.
I don't know, Joe. I'm just.
That's what I'm saying. I'm letting the court know. I think that's kind of unfair to
See
my
if they can
client.
Zoom, because I have Zoom.
We could ask her. I don't know if she has that ability.
You want to see? Can you stand down for a bit?
I'm sorry. Just
Stand down to see if she's available to
she
Zoom.
is okay with someone from our office reading it for in her place, if the court's okay with that.
It's the whole purpose. No, can you reach out to her real quick and just see? I know you're in the home stretch, Jay. I mean, I know you've gotten a great deal here. They're reducing it to a misdemeanor, getting on it deferred. So just give me 5 minutes. Let me see if they can do that. So, guys, please keep it down. If you need to talk, go outside. We have someone that's going to testify here on Zoom. No talking. Mr. Echevarria, can you hear me? So,
Oh, hello, can you hear me?
yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, give me 1 second, ma'am. Give me 1 second. So procedurally, with this case, Joe, he gets charged with a sexual assault upstairs, or he's on bond for a sexual assault,
Come on.
and then he picks up an indecent.
No. Plea bargain down to a Class A indecent assault.
The felony court does not do misdemeanor probations, so we had to refile it as a misdemeanor. That's what the plea deal was, essentially.
So it was a reduction to a misdemeanor,
Correct.
indecent assault to a 2-year deferred.
Correct.
Okay. So let's do ma'am, what I was going to do is do the plea first and then have you say something after the fact, if that's okay. Are you okay with that?
Only if it's not allowed for me to speak first prior to the plea, then of course, yes, it's okay to speak
If you want to
afterwards.
speak first, then you're welcome to. Is there
Okay.
something that you wanted to say?
Well, I wanted to read my victim impact statement.
Please do. You're welcome to do it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'm writing this statement to share how this experience has continued to affect me long after that night. There may be times where I actually need to take a moment to breathe, actually. Just wanted to go ahead and say that first. When I first submitted this statement, I was overwhelmed. I was still in emotional shock and unsure of what to say and how to say it. I've since come to understand the importance of expressing clearly, not just what happened, but how it impacted every part of my life. This event has completely changed me. I wake up with anxiety. I experience episodes of fear, confusion as to why I did not run, and constantly feel a loss of trust, not just in people, but in places I once felt safe and in myself. Every day I'm reminded of what I've lost. I lost peace of mind. I lost the ability to work without panic, the ease of everyday interactions. Every day I'm reminded of how I got taken advantage of and didn't react as I felt I would have in a moment like this. If this emotional toll has affected my professional life, my relationships, my physical well-being, I can't control my heart rates in these moments of panic. There are true anxiety, full-on panic attacks that I experience still to this day, 2 years later. At the time of my first statement, I didn't have access to important documents, which are records that might have helped me explain myself more clearly within these 2 years. Since then, I've started the process of requesting my full case file from multiple agencies, medical records, and forensic testing. I have not received those as of today just yet, but I know those documents all exist. It's been over 2 years, and this case has been reset multiple times. A new prosecutor was also assigned only days before this plea was suddenly brought to me. The rapid timeline did not allow me to revise my statement or consult with anyone about how this offer would impact my rights as a survivor or my potential ability to seek justice outside of this criminal court. This statement is not about vengeance. It's about the truth. It's about my healing. It's about ensuring my voice is heard in a process that often feels designed to just move forward without it. Every day since this assault, I've struggled with anxiety, flashbacks, and trust issues that have reshaped how I live my daily life. I still cry regularly from this incident. I still shut down. I still replay everything from the pressure, the coercion, the force, the aftermath of where I try to survive it all without falling apart. And yet I still feel like I have to justify why it broke me. This wasn't just a violation of my body. It shattered my trust, my sleep, my ability to feel safe in my own skin. I've spent nights replaying what happened, and the fear and the disgust and the betrayal. What was taken from me was not just physical, it was psychological and it was spiritual. I'm a hairstylist, and my career is built on one-on-one trust with my clients. Since this happened, I felt constantly on edge with male clients. I find myself backing away from simple interactions. I've lost my income, I've lost my confidence, and my own safety in my own body. The job I once had, I lost due to being completely disconnected from my mind and my body. I now know that this man was on deferred adjudication and had a breathalyzer in that car, and yet that night he took his mother's car and drank heavily and violated me when I was in and out of consciousness. The defendant slapped my face during intercourse and violated me. Third time assaulting me that same exact night without consent. I remember him begging me again and again, and I kept saying no. But I couldn't get up. I pushed him away off of me again and again. That is not consent. Me freezing up was fear. That was survival mode that I was going into. And Your Honor, I ask that you consider what kind of system lets someone walk away with that and just probation. Even after all of this, I still had to let him drive me home the next day and bought me a Plan B pill. The defense says I had chances to leave, but how do you leave when your body and your brain have been hijacked by fear? The prosecutor told me that juries don't like women and that they don't believe us, and that broke me more than anything. I was told I could be blamed at trial for going to the bar or for texting him afterwards, as if trauma survivors don't respond in ways that help them stay alive. That's why I'm asking you now to please understand that this proposed plea is not justice.
Then I'm not gonna take it. I'm not taking it, Joe. I'm not doing it.
Sorry. Just because you spoke first.
I mean, I don't know. All I know is that we have a powerful victim impact statement here. We have a sexual assault being reduced to a misdemeanor, 2-year deferred.
Correct.
Apparently no one's consulted her regarding this thing, you know, see whether they.
We have been in extensive communication with her this past.
No, sir. No, sir. I
About the
barely
freedom
spoke
reasons
to you
for-
a couple of days ago, sir. I didn't even know you were on my case until Tuesday or Monday it was Tuesday when you first called me. I didn't even know Missy was not on my case anymore. And she gave me the confidence that this would go to trial. She believed we had a very strong case to bring this to trial. She didn't have any doubts in this case at all. And I meet Gabe just this Tuesday. and it's rushed into this plea without even without even discussing with me.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Echevarria. I appreciate your testimony.
I really appreciate your honor letting me speak before you accepted this plea.
Absolutely, and I'm glad that you're here to speak, get everything off your chest.
Yes.
Anything you need, we're here for you, Ms. Echevarria.
I really appreciate that, Your Honor. Thank you for letting me get on Zoom, even though I could not physically be there.
Yes, ma'am. I will accept this, but I'll do 30 days as a condition. It's the only way I'm going to do it. So you guys can talk and see if there's something
I
that
think
you
it's
want to
unfair
do.
to my client because normally we do the plea, then we have the statement. Just because she spoke first, now she's gonna bust the deal?
She's not busting anything. I mean,
I'm the victim. I am the victim. How do you even
Please.
speak about? Sorry.
please,
Yes,
it's
Your
okay.
Honor.
He's been coming to every court date. We've been set for trial 7 times. We're actually set for trial this morning.
In the district court.
I'm sorry,
In the district court.
in felony district court.
I get it. She feels like, one of the things that we need to take into account, is I'm not going to do it without 30 days as a condition. I'm sorry, Joe. So you guys can talk, or we can set it for trial. It's your decision, Mr.
You do home confinement?
Home confinement? No. That's a gift. No.
Okay. We're looking on this. I just want to do 10 days, Justin. 10 days. Otherwise, he loses his job.
It's better than the current deal from our perspective.
Okay.
Come on.
And also, Judge, the complainant did not finish her impact statement, if she could be allowed to do that.
Yeah. Let me do this first. We'll go through with it, and then. So, Mr. Camano, I'm also putting on a protective order as of today. Mr. Camano, you're charged with indecent assault. You're facing up to a year in jail and/or a $4,000 fine. The agreement that you have worked out is a 2-year deferred with thinking for a change, sexual boundaries course, 50 hours of community service, no contact with Ms. Echevarria, and 10 days as a condition in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is this what you want to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
You are giving up the right to have a jury decide whether you're guilty or not. You're giving up the right to cross-examine any accusers, confront any witnesses. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never get out of this. It will continue until you complete this agreement, or if you violate it. If you violate it, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to bring you back over here. We are going to have a hearing whether you violated this, and if you do, you're looking at an entire year in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law.
The U.S. citizen, Judge.
Okay?
I'll ask him this.
How do you speak to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm not going to find you guilty. I'm going to withhold that for 2 years. You will be required to do the thinking for a change, sexual boundaries, 50 hours, community service, no contact with the complaining witness, no weapons, no drugs, alcohol, random testing. I want him tested in a week, please. If you're using, it's not going to go well. I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to test you like crazy. If I find that you're using, you're going to get a one-way ticket. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Echevarria, did you want to say something else?
Yes, I'd like to finish my statement, please.
Okay, you may continue, ma'am. Shh.
Okay. Sorry, let me get back. Okay. I was 2 years of okay. So I have submitted requests to the HPD, Houston Methodist, and the Forensic Center to access police reports, my toxology, and my rape kit results. All things I should have had years ago. I just began accessing public records on my own because no one helped me understand I had the right to review them. And this is why I wanted to request a continuance. I do respectfully request that the court do require the conditions that prioritize accountability, rehabilitation, and safety, such as formal admission of guilt in court or via stipulation, no contact, and geographic restriction order, mandatory sex offender rehabilitation, and language in the plea agreement affirming that I reserve my right to civil litigation because I want peace and I want to heal and I want to know that my voice mattered. Also, Your Honor, I respectfully request that you do not proceed with that plea until I have had the chance to review the full case file, as well as all the evidence I'm lawfully requesting, including the police reports, toxology, and stain results. I was not given the sufficient time to revise my statement, and I've had to teach myself how to access the records, the court records, after being left out of the process. This case was reset 7 times in the past month alone, and I was promised a trial, not a rushed plea. I'm asking that the record reflect my objection and that my request for a continuance be considered on the basis of my rights under CCP 56A.051 and 56A.052. If the court must move forward with that plea, I would request the formal admission of guilt, the no contact order, required sex offender counseling, and a clause affirming my right to pursue civil litigation.
What I will say, ma'am, I know that you are upset, and I'm sorry that you are. I have no idea why it ended up here, but it is. The lawyers, I think, have been working for a while to try to resolve this. They've come up to an agreement. I did issue a protective order now so that there is one in place.
Thank you.
So, and I've also ordered no weapons as well. So,
Is there any way he can have the sex offender counseling? I feel like very much so.
I don't have, that's not something that I have access to down here. That's only in the felony courts. So I don't get access to any of that stuff.
What about the formal admission of guilt from the defendant?
They have worked out an agreement where they're doing a deferred. So there's a deferred adjudication. That's something that you're going to have to get with the office about. I know that you have other avenues of recourse as well. I can't give you legal advice. The only thing that I would probably advise you is just go talk to a lawyer, you know?
And so trial is not able to go forward.
No, the case is done now. It's ended in a deferred adjudication just now, ma'am.
Okay, and he was previously on the jury adjudication, but what about, I still feel like I'm being silenced with everything that I've been saying.
The only thing I could advise you is go back to the district attorney's office and just start, talking to people there.
To the district attorney's office?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, our first trial setting was March of last year.
Just so
you know,
yeah,
I mean,
I just
this is the first time we're hearing about her asking for anything. And we've
No, I was not.
after setting.
I was not aware. I have all the
Excuse me.
texts of
Can you
the.
finish, please? We've had setting after setting. This is the first time we've heard anything about this from her. So I don't think that's
This is not the first time. I have
Ma'am, let me finish, please.
requested forms before. I have sent
Well, ma'am,
emails
look,
to get these
Mr. Chevalier,
documents.
I don't want to get into a big match about what's going on now. The only thing I can say is if you have any kind of disagreements, get back with the office, talk to go to the district attorneys and go talk to them and figure out what else. Like I said, there are other avenues. I can't give you legal advice. I can't tell you what to do from here, okay?
Okay.
Is that it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge. Can we start next Friday? Sure.
That's it.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Will the court allow me to consult, the opportunity to consult with the victim advocate
Is there a big?
or a legal liaison
And
before
we have a
anything is
social worker.
finalized?
We have a social worker who is assigned to this case as well, and both of us have been in contact with.
So do you have the number to the social worker, ma'am?
She hasn't been that responsive recently. Just coming up to the court date, really.
So Jessica.
I'm happy to give her a call this afternoon and we can go over all of that.
Okay, so the prosecutor assigned to this case will give you a call this afternoon to try to help you get in touch with the social worker to remedy any kind of issues you may have, okay? If you still have any issues, you can come back tomorrow and then we can try to resolve it further, okay?
They're at the courthouse.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, will I be will I be asking for you for your courthouse personally?
You're welcome to, ma'am. Yes. I'm in court 5. You're always welcome to come here and we'll help you out as much as we can. Okay?
Court 5. Okay, and what exactly was the plea that he admitted to, or the what is he
It was a
accepting?
2-year deferred adjudication
Joe,
with 10 days in jail as a condition.
Okay. Oh, so it went down to 10 from 30? I think I heard 30 earlier. It went down to 10.
Ma'am, I can't continue with this. I have a courtroom full of people that I have to get to. I'm sorry. But
Okay.
I will let you speak, or this afternoon, Gabe is going to call you to prosecute on the case and he can explain everything further to you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll text you as well.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. You are Ernesto Hernandez.
Hernandez.
See,
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez, you're charged with failure to stop and give information, which is leaving the scene of an accident without exchanging information. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you.
Yes, será
You
usado
have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
para hacer.
Okay.
No
Judge,
diga nada, escuche.
on March 31st, 2025 in Harris County, Texas,
A courtroom that waited 3 years, 7 trials delayed, 1 victim still fighting to be heard. Today, she finally speaks, sharing pain, sharing fear, sharing the truth. But behind closed deals, her voice was nearly ignored. This was not just a case. This was a life changed forever. And today, she refused to stay silent.
law enforcement officer was flagged down by the complaining witness who stated that a vehicle was driving the wrong way down a one-way street and damaged the complaining witness's vehicle and did not attempt to stop. The complaining witness stated he followed the defendant to a dead end and called the police,
Lo
then
siguió
found the
hasta
law
una calle
enforcement
sin
officer.
salida.
The complaining witness then showed the law enforcement officer where the defendant's vehicle was parked.
Se le
The
enseñó
law
dónde
enforcement
estaba
officer found the defendant
estacionado el
asleep behind the
vehículo,
wheel of his
que estaba
vehicle.
dormido detrás del
The
volante
complaining
del
witness was able to
vehículo.
identify the defendant as the
La
individual who was driving the
denunciante pudo
vehicle at the
identificar
time the
el
damage
individuo
occurred.
con
The complaining witness
estaba manejando
estimated
el
the damage
vehículo
to
cuando
be
hizo.
$802,000.
Estimaron que el daño, I'm sorry, the amount
$802,000.
de entre 800 a $1,000.
So he hit the vehicle and
Así
took,
que él le pegó al
Yes,
vehículo
hear that, and how far did he go?
y que tanto
I'm
siguió.
not sure.
Dice, no estoy seguro.
It occurred near
Eso ocurrió cerca de
340 South 69th Street.
342 Sur,
And then there
calle
was a dead
69.
end
Entonces,
at
una calle sin salida,
the defendant was parked at
donde
300
estaba
South
estacionado el
7th
acusado,
Street.
cerca de la calle 70.
Read the part where the accident,
Dice,
please, if you
lea
don't
la
mind,
parte
into where he took
cuando
off.
ocurrió el
Yes,
accidente
Your Honor.
hasta dónde.
I didn't hear it.
Complaining witness stated a
El
vehicle was
denunciante
driving
dijo
on
que
the
un
wrong way
vehículo
of
iba
a
en otro
public roadway
sentido, en una carretera
as a one-way
pública,
street.
que era una calle de un sentido.
And the complainant stated the defendant
Dijo que el
damaged
acusado
his
dañó
vehicle
su
when the
vehículo
defendant was driving the wrong
cuando
way and did
estaba
not attempt to
acusado,
stop.
estaba manejando
has
en
the
una vía en
difference, Your
contraria. Entonces no paró de información.
And then he goes to a dead-end street
Es una calle sin salida.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sí, sí.
and falls asleep.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do we know if alcohol is a factor?
Ha consumido
It's not
alcohol.
alleged, Your Honor.
No se alega eso, su señoría.
I'm not sure that there was any
No estoy
investigation.
seguro si hubo una investigación.
Mr. Hernandez,
Señor
I'm
Hernández,
find that there's
puede
sufficient
encontrar
probable cause to go
suficiente
forward
causa para seguir hacia adelante con su caso.
on his license plate.
Yes, Your Honor.
If you do not have a Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name, you are not allowed to
No se le
drive.
permite manejar.
Do you
¿Lo
understand?
entiende?
If I find that you do,
Usted
I will put you in jail.
vamos a meter a la cárcel.
His license is eligible.
I don't know what your immigration status is, but if you're not in this country with permission and you go to jail and immigration finds you,
Uno
they can
encuentra
possibly put a detainer on you and you will be stuck like Chuck in there
como yo.
until this case is over with. Do you understand?
¿Lo entiende?
It
Yes.
is a bond condition that you're not allowed to drive unless you have liability insurance as well. Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
Has de contratar un abogado.
Sí contraté uno.
Yes, I hired one,
No, no ha llegado, yo creo, no sé.
but he hasn't gotten here. I don't think so. I don't know.
Oh, Judge,
I
they
don't
called
see
this morning and they said that the attorney had to go to a different court, but he was going to be on his way. And
Do they
they thought they were
identify
following up.
who?
La oficina.
See anything filed
Yes,
there?
yes.
Oh, you do? Who is it? Because I don't see it. That's
It is Mr. Pass.
David Pass. Okay. So what we'll do now, Mr. Hernandez, is I'm going to have you sign a receipt, Victoria. We will have you take a seat at the jury box while we get your bond conditions. We will also wait until your lawyer arrives.
Su abogado.
Please, do you mind filing no driving without both?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Shea.
Good morning.
Sir, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Judge, I'm sorry, I missed that.
SHA.
On March 30th, 2025, in Davis County, Texas, an officer was dispatched to a family disturbance call. The officer met with the complaining witness who stated that the defendant is her husband. The complaining witness stated that the defendant and her son, who has mental health issues, got into an argument where the defendant slapped her son in the face. The complaining witness then intervened by getting between them. The defendant then grabbed her by her hair and pulled it, causing pain. The defendant then left to the garage, saying that their children would grow up without parents.
Judge, if I may, they did a rip call, and in the rip call, it indicated that she didn't feel any pain.
Judge, let me clarify what the recall says specifically is that she got in between them and he grabbed her hair a little bit. The defendant was reiterated that this hasn't happened before and that she was not hurt. Does not say she didn't feel pain, just that she was not hurt.
Did the officers ask whether she felt pain at the time?
The judge says that the complaining witness stated that the defendant grabbed a hold of the complainant's hair and pulled it hard, causing her to feel pain. That's as the injury.
It does say that.
It does say that the injuries grabbed a hold and pulled it hard.
Mr. Shape, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. Do we know what? A protective order has been issued in this case. You need to get to know it. If you do something to violate this protective order, the state can and probably will file a violation of protective order against you. It's one of the worst cases you can pick up.
The complaining witness is asking to drop charges and to drop whatever bond conditions exist, Your Honor. I don't know if that's.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to order you not to have any threatening or harassing contact with this person. If I find that you do, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail. You need to understand that what is threatening or harassing doesn't matter what you think. I could care less what you think. It's what she perceives. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you've got a lawyer. The lawyers will take care of you. I will waive your appearance so you don't have to waste your time coming to court, but stay in touch with them. They'll tell you if and when you have to come back to court.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Do you mind filing no threatening or harassing conduct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And we can amend the MOA approval as well to take off the residential restriction.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, sir. So what I'll have you do is we'll have you sign a reset with Victoria. We'll have you take a seat in the jury box. We're going to get bond conditions created for you. Once you sign them, after that, you'll be free to go. Do not leave until you sign the bond conditions, though, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Good morning, Mr. Reyes.
Morning.
Sir, you're charged with racing on a highway. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
On January 23rd, 2025, a law enforcement officer observed a black Silverado and a white Honda Accord at the 7800 block of South Highway 6, turning left. The law enforcement officer turning left at a high rate of speed. The law enforcement officer made a U-turn at the intersection to follow both motor vehicles having to travel approximately 66 miles an hour in a 40-mile-an-hour zone. Law enforcement officer observed the motor vehicles to be side by side with the Honda flashing emergency lights. Law enforcement officers observed the Honda turn off its lights, and both motor vehicles began to speed up again while driving side by side and run a red light. Law enforcement officer attempted to catch up to both motor vehicles, causing the law enforcement officer to travel approximately 90 miles an hour in a 40-mile-an-hour zone. The law enforcement officer briefly lost sight and reobserved the Silverado as the motor vehicle continued traveling eastbound. A traffic stop was initiated and the law enforcement officer made contact with the driver. The defendant stated, when asked about the highway speed, "No, I was on my way home with my friend Adam, and Adam was following me home." Co-defendant arrived claiming he was there to check on the welfare of the defendant. Co-defendant stated, "I was flying home, but I broke off because I wanted to get something."
So we do have a co-defendant?
I believe.
You know?
One check.
Mr. Reyes, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. Can you run his license, please? He has a license.
Yes, Your Honor. And we do have the code in this respect. Got it.
I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to participate in this type of activity anymore. You're not to race, do any street takeovers, donuts, driving maniacally. If I find that you do, I will take your privilege to drive away from you, and then I'm going to put you in jail. Do you understand?
Sir.
I'm not asking much from you. I just want my streets to be safe.
Eligible, Your Honor.
Okay, you're also not allowed to drive unless you have liability insurance in your name. All those are conditions of your bond. You violate that, it's not going to go well for you. You understand?
Sir.
Now, you have a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but it is your responsibility to stay in touch with Mr. Roth, and he'll tell you if and when you have to come back to court. If he tells me he cannot get a hold of you because you're playing games, likewise, I will revoke the bond. We'll have you sign a reset with Victoria. We'll have you take a seat while we get your bond conditions. You'll sign it, and then you'll be free to go, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thanks. Thanks. Take care.
This one was PHA. We already filed PC.
Oh, we did?
Just
Okay.
the hiring attorney.
Got it. Okay. So if we have the bond conditions already in there, then free to go.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Thanks.
You
Please.
come.
Yes, yeah.
Good morning, Judge.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm
I'm
here.
Geronimo Tapia.
Yeah, it's a plea, Your Honor.
Ready? Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You are facing up to 6 months in jail. Hey, please. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you a 15-month deferred. This is a type of probation that if you complete successfully, you do not end up with a conviction on your record, but it's not dismissed. You cannot tell people it's dismissed. It's if you complete it successfully, you just don't end up with a conviction. You understand? There's a big difference. Now, for you to complete this successfully, you must do a DWI education class, an effective decision-making class, 2 victim impact panels. You must also do a TRAS. This is an evaluation to see what other conditions you need. If they assess other conditions, you must fulfill them as well. No drugs, no alcohol, guardian interlock, and substance abuse treatment as needed, as indicated by the TRAS. Is this how you understand the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
There is also no breath test refusal, meaning that if you were pulled over, an officer asks you to submit a breath test while you're on this probation, you must submit a breath test. If you fail to do so, then if you fail to complete any of these conditions, we issue a warrant for your arrest. We're going to have a hearing whether you violated this probation. If you do, you're looking at 180 days in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf. confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you are stuck with this until you complete it or it gets revoked. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to the offense, guilty or not guilty? I'm not going to find you guilty. I'm going to withhold that for 15 months. If you ever have a problem, all you have to do, come back. We can work through anything. The worst thing you can do is take off or start consuming alcohol or pick up a DWI. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, we all make mistakes, Mr. Geronimo Tapia. That's why I will waive this supervisory DPS fee. This is normally a $3,000 fee, but if you come back with another DWI, it is a $6,000 surcharge. Not to mention, you're looking at a ton of time. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If I were you, even if you've had a sip of alcohol, I wouldn't get into a. Officers don't care. All they look at your record, if they see a prior DWI, it's not going to go well. Do you understand? All right, good luck. Thanks, Josh.
Your Honor, I have two pleas, one of which is Mr. Son Agriano, and the next one is Mr. Mosiah McIntosh. Yes, sir.
Judge, just for the court's record, Mr. McIntosh did go to the drug test today and it was negative.
Oh, great. All right. Good morning, Mr. McIntosh.
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
Yes, sir. Judge gonna ask you how you plead guilty and not guilty guilty. Yes.
So are they going to dismiss one in exchange for the
That's
other?
correct, Judge. On each one of these clients, they, hands out your pocket, sir. The state is going to proceed on Mr. Agriano. The state is going to proceed on the 2526700 case.
The other one's going to be dismissed.
Yes, sir.
Both of you guys are charged with multiple cases. Both of you guys have worked out agreements where they're going to dismiss one in exchange for the other. You both need to understand, and Mr. McIntosh, you need to understand that you're pleading guilty to a theft. This theft will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. So no deferreds, they not for deferred anything?
Yes, I sat with him inside the office, Your Honor, and I went over the whole idea about what effect a theft conviction would I have on him. I told him it's a crime of moral turpitude. It will hinder him for the rest of his life.
You know, in life, when you take a half-ass approach to something, you get a half-ass result. When you plead guilty to something and when it goes on your record, it's never, you're stuck with it forever. Do you know that I have people that call me now that say, hey, can you get this theft off my record? I can't get an apartment. You literally, people will deny you an apartment because you have a theft on your record. You know that? If you want to get a loan for a car, if you want to buy a new car, you can't make a lot of money. Nope. It bars you from so many things. You're old enough to know actions have consequences. If you want to do this, then I'm more than happy to take it. But once you take it, that's it. I'm sure that they would offer you a short probation, do an anti-theft class, and you know, you don't end up with a conviction on your record. But once you plead guilty, that's it. And theft cases, you're branded a thief for the rest of your life.
How long was would the probation be?
I told you 12 months, sir.
And I tell you what, I'll make it sweeter. I'll take you off in half the time. But once you get that theft, so I'll take off all your fees. You won't know anything. Never about the money. I don't care. Just you tell me. You don't have to make a decision now. I'll let you talk with Mr. D. You let me know what you guys want to do. Okay?
There you are.
So, Mr. Anguiano, you have worked out an agreement. They're offering you a 12-month deferred. This is a type of probation that if you complete it successfully, you don't end up with a conviction on your record. But you can't tell people it was dismissed. It's not dismissed. You just did a probation, completed it successfully. You don't end up with a conviction. Do you understand? Yes, sir. You also need to understand that you give up nearly every right known to man by entering into this agreement, that if you violate this agreement, we issue a warrant for your arrest. You're looking at 180 days in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All you have to do is a thinking for a change, and a TRAS. This is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. You have any kids? The other agreement is 25 hours of community service. I'll make you a deal. If you do a driver safety course, I'll waive the community service. That way you learn something from this. You know, it's just keep our streets safe.
Thank you, Jeff.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, that's it. If you get this thing done in half the time, get all your classes done. Don't pick up any new cases. Don't test positive. I'll take you off in half the time. Can you get it done?
Yes, sir.
I did plead to the offense, guilty or not guilty.
Guilty.
I'm not going to find you guilty. I'll withhold it. All you got to do is a TRAS, thinking for a change, 25 hours of community service. But if you do the driver safety course in lieu, you don't have to do the community service. And no drugs, no alcohol. If you ever have any issues, come back. We can talk about it. She's amazing. She'll help you however you need. All right? All right. Wave your
Judge,
speech.
I think there should be an inclusion of clients getting his GED, Judge. The chief and I discussed it.
Yep. Done. Do you have a driver's license?
No, sir, yet, no, you aren't.
I think that's important. If he's going to start driving, you need a license, man. Don't drive. Don't drive until you get a license. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I want you to get your GED. That's the most important thing in your life as well. All right? All right. We're going to give you a list of resources so that you don't have to pay anything to get your GED. All right? All right. Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let me know.
Yes, sir, we will go talk, Judge.
Mr. D.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. The chief and I need to talk to you about something, Your Honor. It's my understanding that the chief is not amenable to 12-month deferred on the one of the thefts. It's my understanding that he's willing to accept 18 months. However, he said he would.
I'm okay with whatever.
And Your Honor, I said I didn't tell you to. The only reason, Your Honor, there was a PTI from 2023 government scenario. It was the case was the PTI. Then we had the theft, new theft.
What was the original PTI on? Not on a theft, though. Interference?
Your Honor, I'll come to you. Obviously, I'll always give that option. I just think given.
You want to do an 18-month deferred?
I would offer it.
What do you think? Because we can always early
He
terminate.
just told me he wouldn't be willing to do 18 months.
Well, but what I'm telling you is if he does well, I'll terminate him.
I told him that he would terminate it in 9 months.
Come on up. Your alternative is a conviction. And I'm telling you now, the conviction will hose you for the rest of your life. We're trying to save you from yourself because sometimes people are their own worst enemy. And that's you now. You're continually shooting yourself in the foot. Life is hard as it is. And when you start racking up convictions, especially theft convictions, it just gets so much worse. I promise you, it's not fun. This life is about one thing. It's about having fun, making a lot of money, getting to buy nice things, going on nice vacations. And when you get that theft conviction, no one gives you a job. No one's going to give you because they know that you're going to steal from them, given the opportunity. That's why we have convictions, to put the entire world on notice of what type of person you are. That's why you want to avoid as many convictions as you can. Because once you get that notice, and once the entire world knows you're that type of person, they don't give second chances. Very few times. I'll do whatever you want to do. If you want to take a conviction, you can do it. If you want to do the deferred, what we do is we reward you. If you do well, we take you off early. It could be 6 months. It depends on you. If you get it done really quick, I can take you off in 4 months. I can take you off in 6 months. It depends on how well you do it. You're the master of your own domain.
I'll
I'm
take,
just trying to save you from yourself.
Is this the final
yes, sir.
procedure?
Yes, sir.
It's up to you. They can write it up for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. I'm the one that can early terminate you, right? And that depends on you. If you do well, you don't test positive, get your stuff done quick, we'll take you off quick. The idea is that you learn from this. So you don't pick up another case. At some point, you're going to get the itch to take something. Don't. It's just not worth it. You know, whatever the stupid ass thing in the store that you want, it's just don't. Work and you get it on your own. You know what I mean?
Sir,
Okay.
Thank you.
Whatever you want.
thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. Make the right decision.
All right, Mr. McIntosh, this is a good deal. I hope you do well, you know?
I will.
The agreement is,
18 months.
it's an 18-month,
MZI.
I didn't print out the new one.
18 months.
okay, so they're gonna, yeah, I got it. They're going to dismiss the one and then she's doing a deferred on this
Yes,
one,
sir,
right?
Your Honor.
You know, the thing is that if you complete this, Mr. McIntosh, you will have no convictions on your record. You know, we're sending you out in the world better than you came if you can complete this. You know, we're not asking for much. The agreement here is an anti-theft class, a TRAS, no drugs, no alcohol, and 25 hours of community service. Are you working? What do you do with yourself?
I just started with Bacon Temp Agency,
Okay.
and I just got an interview with Jovi's full-time as a butcher.
Did you graduate from high school?
I graduated from high school, and I'm doing Coursera, automation, IT,
Great.
online.
As long as you get the anti-theft class done and you work full-time, I'll waive the community service. Just make us proud, get the theft class done, stay out of trouble for at least 6 months, you're out of this thing. Okay, we'll early terminate you.
Thank you.
We're gonna waive all the fees, you're not gonna have to pay for anything. I can't pay for the class, you'll have to pay for that. But I'm taking fees off for everything else.
Thank
Okay?
you, Your Honor.
You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to have a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you're stuck with us until you complete it successfully or if you get revoked. Now, if you do well, no conviction. If you fail, like you pick up a new case, you don't do your anti-theft class, or you test positive for something, I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. I will put you in jail, and you're looking at 180 days. You understand?
I understand.
We're
Your
not
Honor.
asking for much. All right?
Your Honor.
All right, so I'm going to follow the agreement. We'll send you to it. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you,
Did
Your
he say
Honor.
guilty or no?
He said guilty,
Okay,
Judge.
all right. Good luck to you, Mr. Mack.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That's all right, that's it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
A judge looks straight at the defendant and gives one final warning. This is your last chance. No drugs, no alcohol, no excuses. One mistake and everything is gone. Probation is not freedom. It is a test. Fail it, and prison waits. In this courtroom, choices decide futures.